I give up. Sorry guys, I was trying to get the Discord guys a notification, but excuse me, I just don't seem to remember the format and I'm tired of fiddling with it. Let me just tell them, excuse me, gosh, not today to stream. Follow on YT, and I'll post this to the channel. Okay, so the folks in the Discord, we have a new channel in Discord. It's called the Daily Devlog, and the dev, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it today. You know, the dev's name is Knucklecracker. So let me just get my OBS to switch to, oh come on, to the game. And I trust you all are seeing the game. So we want to go and look at all the units in the game, of course, in the game. Where else? Easiest way to do this is let's have a map for the, it doesn't have to be anything special. Oh no, let's just make it small. And just so that we have something to work with, we'll make it a fractal map. It'll have all sorts of things. So this is basically the unit. So the custom, the basic, the units that the player gets is very simple. Put this guy down. And of course then we have the basic tower. And it gives a certain amount of energy if we actually build it. We have a pylon, which is a nice long connection, much longer than the distance between two towers, as you can see. Of course, it gets interesting if the reach has to be down because they care about it. Okay, so those are the towers and the pylons. Then we have miners. And miners give you energy or anti-creeper. To have to use them, you have to use this resource terrain. Well, let's first paint resource terrain, okay? Click on it. And now if we have some resource terrain, we can put a miner on it. And the little miner, we can then say what it should be doing. It can generate energy and blue light. Now, that's another trick there. Before you can use the blue light, now let's just wait for a second. It'll bold and you'll notice the energy just jumped to a little bit. We switch it to blue light. Whoops, no, there we go. Energy is 3, switch it to blue light, energy drops by 1. That's the 1 is the energy this guy gives. So now we build a little factory, and the factory holds all the different ways. We'll come to the other ways when we show the map maker units. There's a factory. And now that sends out, it doesn't send a lot, 0.3, you know, that's what it is. Now Greener Refinery is the other guy that also produces some wares. And what he needs, and we'll get to that again when I go to the in-game units over here. Somebody asked about a terp, so we can put a terp up here. I hope we have enough energy for this. Well, we have plenty of that, so let's switch this to energy again. And we'll give the turb some work. We'll ask him to terraform something. And we'll pick this terrain. We'll copy the height of the terrain. Control C. We'll see this jump here. Now low, and again Control C. Now it's high. Ask the turb to make some terrain there. And it adds some terrain. It's very slow in some cases. I mean, you don't want it overpowered. Note the tiny little shadow from the unit that's actually terraforming. So while he's going on his merry way, a porter. What does porters do? If you played Creeper World 3, you remember guppies. This is a new guppy. It's a little more capable. It can take things, energy, or any of the wares or something, all the things you can make or process in the factory, and you can send it somewhere. And he'll go there and he'll drop a pod. Excuse me. He'll drop a pod, and then a little later come back, he'll go get another one, and he'll stage a second pod to be ready. So those are the sort of the structural units. They're not combatant units. You see, there's a little pod is dropped, and we can use him to build something just so. And the second one will go and wait for the first one to be depleted. And there's your turb still working. Not sure we're going to get this guy. Let's just build more till we get him exhausted. Okay, and by the way, I'm going to tell this guy to not do it again. So did I pause it? No, I just finished building. It's got so much in it. Okay, the first one had finished. He dropped the second one, and he went to sit back on the base waiting for work. This guy's almost finished, and that brings to the end all of these units. So what weapons? Who doesn't know the good old cannon? There's a cannon. There's a mortar. These are all the new skins. You'll see they have little yellow stretches, which shows where they're going to fire. And in the beta, we had a lot of complaints about the cannon. It won't fire down the hill. And true, if it's very high, it just won't go down. It can't shoot through the terrain, so it needs an angle. Let's see if we can do this. You see there's like an angle, but if he's on the edge of reasonably shallow height differences, he can get very nice. He can get everything. Cannon, the mortar has a bigger range if he's higher up, because it's a parabolic arch, and so it goes a little higher. We'll leave him there for a second. Let's connect all of these guys so that we have, since we built them all, we may as well get the energy, right? See, now they're all producing energy, and the energy is going up. Sprayers work off this lovely anti-creeper we've built. They basically shoot the same as cannons do, except they shoot something different. Sniper, if you played the demo, you know that the sniper will shoot at a whole bunch of things. You can see here in the targets, you shoot at blobs, at skimmers, at phobes, at glops, at eggs, and specials. If you want to know what glops are, it's just a placeholder name. We're going to figure it out. And the phobes are little things like runners that run on mesh, which is the equivalent of digitalis. Wow, huge amount of range there. Okay, and if you haven't met our friend the missile yet, you're about to meet him. He shoots down airborne things like spores and the air sacs that somebody asked about. We'll have an air sac before the demo is over. This video is over. The demo won't get it. This video will get one. And then there's a nullifier, but to build a nullifier, we have to build an enemy unit that can be nullified. We don't have that. You'll notice that the spore tower has not got any ammo in it. These little revolving blocks is here to show you what this unit needs. And as you can see, he would like something, I think it's called ARG. If we look here, you'll also see it shows that he's using ARG. And ARG comes from this, and soon enough we'll get there. And we have some air units. We have a runway, massive runway. You need a lot of space to build one. Oof, we should have used a tube to build one. Some units like this can be rotated. So since I'm lazy, I'm just going to build it here. See if we can get a good friend pylon to come and connect. And on the runway, you can build two kinds of bombers, regular bombers, or you can build AC bombers. And guess what? The regular bombers fires the same type of ammo, same damage as a mortar, and the AC bombers carry a load of anti-creeper and drops it somewhere. And then we have a lovely, lovely unit. Creates orbitals. The rocket. It's a huge thing. Takes quite a while to build. It's very expensive because it's a realistically it's probably in the order of a super weapon. So it takes 500 units to build, and then it needs liftic. Now you may ask what liftic is. You remember we built a greener refinery. Greener refinery gets greener, sends it to the factory, and then passes it into liftic. The green, yeah. Blue white, red on. Greener, blue white turns into anti-creeper. ARG turns into red on, turns into ARG, and greener turns into liftic. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There's a nice clever trick. If you point at something, you press tab, you get that in the bold selection, and all the attributes are copied. Then we get some sort of special weapons. Oh, we need a platform. The platform is the only unit that can be built in void. Let's make some void. Set the height of the terrain to 0. Where shall we make some void? Close by so we don't. Big old void. So in the void we can build a platform. Now unfortunately the platform is going to compete. Let's turn this guy back into blue-white. It's a lot of things at one blue-white. That and the bombers, everything wants blue-white. Go back to the platform. Platform can be built and it can house 4 units. What did I need for it? Okay, I need that with the tab key trick. Have to get somewhere we can connect it, right? Okay, it's connected. I'm just messing around. But it won't build until we have that famous greener I talked about. Then we have a shield. A shield is just a portable shield. You'll see it come up in a minute. The micro rift is the last in a series of transmission things. It has a almost indefinite range, and it transfers any kind of packet. So I could conceivably build one here, and I could build one here, and we can toss this little guy. The micro rift needs, as you can see, oops, it needs arg. So we can toss this little guy, if it ever gets arg, to bring the arg and build the other micro rift over here. And then we'd have an instant connection between those 2 points, over there and over there. But we have no arg. The beacon is another unit that needs lifting. All these units need ways to build. And the beacon, there's a unit, an enemy unit called a denier, that denies the player access to a part of the map. And the beacon is a counter for that. The beacon invades that space. So those are all the units that are in the game and has game code. Anything else you want, you can make special units, custom units, and then either put them in any one of the tabs or add your own custom tab and put your units into that. Now, as a map maker, you get to build a whole bunch of different things. The most recent addition to all of this is a wall. And I don't even know, you can't, because they're map maker units, they just build automatically. Now what is a wall, you ask? Well, it slows down the creeper. And if the creeper gets to it, the wall will weaken and go down. But until then, it should protect you. I can build them by pressing Control. I get to do a straight line. Oh, is that a straight line? Doesn't look very straight, but at least it's closed off. You can disable the wall, and this is interesting. If you set it, the walls will not block AC. So it can block AC, you build up a bit of AC reserve, or you can, what, the music is getting annoying. Turning the music, oh, that was a sound effect. This is the music. That's better. Okay. Pterosaurs are little birdies that can fly around on the map. And they don't do much, except if they fly over a creeper, they disturb the creeper and cause waves. Now, why on earth pterosaurs? Well, I think Knucklecracker still has plans for them, so they're just here for the time being. A Chrysonium is a different wall. I've never actually even looked at a Chrysonium wall, but it's an indestructible wall. And this one also, you can set it to let creeper through, but it won't be destroyed. So if creeper touches it, it blocks it. And I'm not sure if it lets your unit go through. Well, apparently yes. Other than the earlier games, it will let your own units go right through. So the panels are the first, I think there's the first energy unit in the game. They're solar panels. And there are small, big ones and small ones, and they were out for a long time, and then during the demo creation, Knucklecracker brought them back in for some reason. So there they are, solar panels. So the decal is just a thing on the map that you paint a picture of. I don't even know that I have one. I don't remember how to set them. Huh. I forgot. I'll show you, I'll try and find a way to show you guys later. If I can remember, in themes or no. Oh, remind me to show you guys trees. I guess that's a unit as well. I'm trying to remember how to. Can't be there, it's too busy. Huh. Fractal. This is so weird. I'd made one in the last map I made. And now I honestly don't remember. It's not double clicking clearly. Alright. Just sorry. Indulge me while I admit that I forgot how to make them. Apparently I also forgot how to delete them. So it'll stay there in infamy. So now we get to, this is also one of the early things. It's a blue-eyed crystal. And just like resource terrain, it will send blue-eyed to the forge, to the factory, to be processed into anti-creeper. Oh, by the way, this is a new factory model. I forgot to tell you guys it can be rotated. Then Redon is the thing that creates the Redon, gives ammo to missiles. We'll see that soon he will have enough to build a missile. And also going to build the micro rifts, and of course loading some up on this guy to go build the far off micro rift, and that's it. And then the greener, put one here near the greener refinery, and as it grows little greener nodes, the greener refinery will go and harvest them. Very similar to what a terp works like. I think a lot of the same logistics and movement settings. It's slow if it didn't have any time to grow yet. The edges will reduce its productivity, and all the units within here will reduce its productivity. So we'll help it move away some of the units, and maybe we'll be nice to it and put another one somewhere. Hide my shame. I really forgot how to do that. can't imagine. I just forgot. Anyway. Then totems. Who doesn't know totems? Oh, by the way, the shield is powered up, right? You can see we fine on energy. Why is it? Oh, the shield also needs arg, so it's consuming arg to keep it up. We'll turn it down for now. But that was a custom shield. Once we had arg, the custom shields came up. Let's build one more red on, just so we can satisfy this vast demand we have for arg. Hey Narudin, I just noticed you mocked my spelling. Thanks, pal. I'll fix it later. Totems? Okay, totems. Totems are these things that is one of the victory conditions. And we can say what they need and who cares, so they can have liftic. I think our rocket base has been built. And it's using the green eye to send off to create an orbital unit. Now we have a totem, and it'll power up and be a fixed shield with no cost to it. Ultra C is a capacitor. It acts as a storage unit, I think for energy only. Yes, you can see that it shows in 100 there. It is a storage unit. You can load it with energy. And the urns is a wonderful little thing. It's the boost for this game. And whoops, oh, that was a totem powering up. I was wondering what goes on. So we can build an urn portal. And once it's built, we can assign these urns to the portal to create certain enhancements, or we can take the urns and assign them to units. Now, for instance, you see that right now we're producing 0.8, 0.5 from there, and 0.3 from here, blue-white. When I give this guy an urn, and you'll see the values will jump a little bit. So we went 0.8 to 0.2. That's not really, wow, it's a big jump. So we'll say thank you, but we don't want that. And we'll assign them here. This is very similar to particle fleet. So you assign something, and then over time it ramps up. And then you can unassign it and assign it to some other thing. And you'll see soon that the generation will increase a little bit. Okay. You see there the values are starting to go up. Resource pods are very similar to what the portal carries, except we can specify what they should have, and they won't replenish, of course. So we'll put them here for this. I forgot to send this guy across with his... Oh, there goes the first rocket. Oh, too late. Could have pressed pause and it would have happened. Now we have an orbital component. I should actually send this guy because the resource pod will not be enough to build that guy. And there he goes. How cute. Info cache is just a pickup with a message. It can have an ADA message, you know, the ADA log over here. There's Ada, there's Ada. The ADA log. Or it can be a game message. And the message channel, not too sure I know what that is. A lot of changes here since the demos came out. And since it's not really the thing I care that much about, I haven't paid much attention to it. But it's the messages and how you respond to it, yes and no, that type of thing. Info cache. The overseer, it was in the demo, but it had a different shape and it worked slightly differently. If this is on the map, we assume that you want to do reclaim. And what it monitors is how much of the map has been covered by creeper and then reclaimed by the player. Oof, this is getting long. So yeah, it just sits here and monitors everything. The new one is such that when you achieve the reclaim victory, it will leave. The law behind this is that this is a controlling thing to control the intelligence gathering of the creeper on this planet. And if it sees that it's going to be lost, it takes whatever it has and leaves. And the hold base is also really new. It's a thing for hold victories. If you have these on the map, you can have like an endurance victory where you have to hold these for as long as you possibly can. It's the only one that counts the other way around. The longer time you have on the map with these guys, the higher you score theoretically. So it's like a survival or endurance indicator. I'll try and see if I can demonstrate all of them. Crystals. Oh, this is a crystal tower. Oh, we should find a place for him. This is a guy that creates Crimson Creeper. If there's a flow of creeper, then this guy turns it into Crimson Creeper. And the stash will help with that. The stash sucks up creeper around it and then bursts it out. Excuse me. Somebody asked about the air sac. Yep, we have it. There you go. Now we'll have an air sac. Oh boy. I didn't think we should have done that. I think I'm going to need weapons suddenly. Because he will make a little guy. Also need some missiles, I think. Missiles, missiles. We'll see. We take it to. Oh, by the way, the platform is finished building, so you'll see we can put some other units on top of it. Great way to invade void. Put a sniper on it too. Even build a unit there if you so wish. Looks like the greener node is not keeping up, so I think we should build another greener refinery. Okay, there we go. I think it wasn't out of range of that one, it was just coming more than what it could use. This will give us a warning when the air sac cauldron pops out. So we have about 2 minutes or so. A denier, we talked about a denier earlier. It's an area that you can't really use unless you have this guy. Then you can use it. This is the beacon. And it will allow operations there again. It gives us a chance to show the nullifier. You can't build it if it's not in the range of a unit. And even if it's in range and it's a legal place, it'll show red. And then it'll show turquoise or whatever. There we go. For whoever asked about tips, let's build tips and more terrain. Oh, I didn't have to build another one. Fly this guy down and terraform some terrain. This height, Control C. And there we go. Okay. That was a denier. The skimmer factory is my least favorite unit. I really hate them. Okay, well, I think the air sac's about ready. Yes, 51 seconds. You get a warning at 60 seconds, 1 minute, you get a warning. Hey Aaron, you wrote something, you pulled it back, okay, no problem. See, the crystal tower is there, but it's inactive right now. Go back to the editor, put the skimmer factory down. Ugh, I don't even want to, I hate them.
My apologies, I don't understand.
Google, you listen to me way too much. Let's see what it says about the skimmer factory. 3 in a very short period of time. Maybe I can go with this. Nullify it quickly. Might be too late. There's the air sac. Try and shoot it down, but it's very powerful. Needs about 6 shots. And if you shoot at it, that's what happens. Oh, it gains some health. So I think we're going to have to build more missiles just to get it down. Oh, it did die. Oh, and there's a skimmer. That's weird. Okay, I need one of these guys to go in. See, the tree got a little bit crystal. Got a little bit of creeper, so it sort of rose up a bit. Man. Well, I'll demonstrate that crimson creeper in a while. Let's go through this skin. Then the blob nest. Blobs are just vicious. You need to do a little bit of work on these as well. See if we can nullify this guy in time this time. See who's warning us now. Oof, the blob nests again when it pop out. And if I can get some snipers there and just tell them to not to shoot the start the, it's a race. 31 seconds. Will I make it? Okay, I also want to get this guy disabled. I don't really want them to run around here. Oof. That went well. Fortunately for me. Okay, so we won't have any more skimmers. If you guys want this stuff, you should write something in the YouTube channel. Let me know. So where are we? We have the blob nest. You just saw the blobs. Spore launcher. Spores and eggs go hand in hand. If this bothers you that you see that there's a weird shape and then it takes that on, it's on the list. Oh, that was horrible. It wasn't necessary. Holy cow. I'm gonna kill this thing by hand. He's too vicious. I think it's the eggs on it. Well, you'll get to see a lot of things in a minute. A lot of creeper, and you can see the slight crimsoning here. I just lost my sprayer. Gonna turn ugly. Very ugly. This is how you lose a game. Oh boy. You see, now those are disabled because I need to get this guy a little closer. Here we go. Should see if we can regain order here. You can see there's a slight crimsoning there. That's why I kept the enemy units for last. Who's coming out now? Oh, these guys are on the same cycle. Some snipers might be useful, I guess. Need nullifiers again. Yeah. Can't build it in the creeper. And of course this guy is going to pop any second. They have a timeout to stash. And if it can't suck in, if it stagnates, it'll just pop whatever it has in it. That It's really just so dandy. Let's hope I can get it built before. Oh, you know what? This pylon is ready, right? And what we can do, I'll use one of my little guys here. Which one? Mine collection. Release that and put it into this. And this will vastly increase the range of this guy. Should be able to reach there. Yep, you see, and there it reaches. And now all the packets will magically go from wherever they are into the rift there, this micro rift here, and go to the micro rift there. I think we're going to go and shoot down the air sac as it deploys. This guy gonna get overwhelmed again? Yes, so take him back a bit. Oh man, this is really unfortunate. I'm gonna lose everything again. Yes, everything lost again. God, I'm playing badly. I can play better than this, I tell you. I'm not focusing on playing. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now, interesting enough, notice that the reclaim values are jumping up and down because there's been creeper, and as I clear out the creeper, of course it will take note of that and assign me a victory if it deems me worthy. Its current state of play, you are not worthy. You need more missiles. Getting really annoying to build a couple. Keep forgetting to build a couple of mortars yet to keep excesses of creeper down. Let's earn this guy. I think I just got the... No, what happened? Something disappeared. There's a tower destroyed and another tower. Oh, poor me. This is all now cut off. See, this guy lost connectivity again. That's strange. Oh, no. It was the nullifier. It was nullifying it that got lost connectivity. So now, since that guy is earned, I can see how far I can reach. That's a good reach. Okay. Do I have a sprayer? Turn it on and start drowning everything. Yeah. So, where are we in our units? You have seen a spore launcher. I deleted it because it was nasty. I'll try again. The worst thing about the spore launcher nowadays is that it launches eggs. So I'm going to say 0. Try and turn this guy off. So now maybe we'll just get spores and you guys get to see spores. Eggs are just a bunch of creeper. Uber Waffle joined me. Hello Uber, long time no see. There you go, that was a short-lived spore. So that's the spore tower. So of course last and probably the most important element of any creeper world game is an emitter that emits creeper. Has some settings. You can set them in seconds or in frames, and it'll just go crazy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this little crimson thing. Sometimes I hate to select. Oh, it is selected. Wow, didn't think that was going to happen. Where is it? Did it grow? Oh, there it is. It's coming up. But as it moved, it painted everything crimson. Problem with Crimson Creeper is it's 10 times as resistant to unit fire. It's not it's same trade-off between this and anti-creeper, so it's great for anti-creeper. I think I've had enough of this air sac now. I'm going to try and nullify it. There we go. Clearly not the best place. The way that the Crimson Creeper works, it follows the flow. So as the flow pushes out from that emitter, it's pushing the Crimson Creeper this way. And since there was Crimson Creeper over here, it's been pushed this way. You see, we're barely making inroads in it. So I think we have almost everything under control here, except of course the emitter, which we'll have to go and invade. Now if I start draining the creeper on this side, it may well be that the Crimson follows me. Not really sure what strategy I want to follow. Oh, I have bombers. Let's send 2 bombers in. 2 bombers, and we have formation flying for them, so we'll have them. Hope that's the bombers and not the AC bombers. No, Gamey Gamer, it's not 10 times resistant to anti-creeper. That's exactly the idea. You're better off attacking it with anti-creeper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send one bomber into the Crimson just so you guys can compare. See, barely a dent. It doesn't get to dent it much, but it does kill it to some extent. So we should slowly invade. Go and kill that. Shouldn't have built the thing. Maybe I could just delete it. I mean, what the heck. This isn't about how to win. This is about what the units are. There we go. Killed it. So I think that's all the units in the game at the moment. Of course, we could change them. The walls appeared in the last week. The panels have been there forever. They disappeared. They came back. This is the other new unit. Oh, endurance mode. That's Creeper++. That's an entirely different broadcast, okay? No, there's no crystal variant for anti-creeper. So there's no opposite of Crimson Creeper for anti-creeper. There's no point because the enemy doesn't have weapons that can attack it, and the one-to-one relationship between creeper and anti-creeper isn't changed by the presence of the Crimson. That noise you hear, my good friends, is the Overseer preparing to depart. Bye-bye, Overseer. It feels it lost the map. So it's going to go. So I think basically that's all the units. Right? If there's no questions, then I'm going to stop the broadcast. I'm going to give it like 5 seconds for anybody to ask a question, and then I'm going to stop the broadcast. And it will be uploaded to the channel for today's dev vlog. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Always appreciate people coming and watching. Bye.